we have to cook these things before we assemble them. So where do I start?
I'm very rustic with the way I do this. I throw in whatever herbs I have around. Usually I have thyme in my backyard, and I almost always have parsley around, so I'll throw a couple sprigs of that in, a couple of chilies, whole chilies, dried. I encourage you to play around with that because all of those things add flavor as it's cooking, and it's a nice way to use those odds and ends that you have left over in your fridge. Now, of course, with lentils, you need salt, and I added some salt at the beginning. And then you want to check at this point too. I always add a little bit less salt than I think I need because none of us want to over salt things. But because you don't, the last thing you want is your lentils to taste really bland and cardboardy.
That is true.
I actually think they're pretty good. Maybe I already got the salt right. But do taste, and always with all cooking, taste and adjust. We'll go ahead and put those shallots in. I mean the scallions, excuse me. And the capers. Oh, here's the pickles, cornichon. This salad tastes great marinated. The only thing, I'm just going to go ahead and dress it now. It's not like a lettuce salad that could wilt. And then we'll add in those last ingredients.
Okay. Do your kids eat this?
My daughter will eat lentils on their own. She likes to make them into little tacos. But she won't eat it with all this sharpness. And my son will eat lentils someday.
How old is he?
He's 9. A mom can hope. So I thought instead of just doing the lentils, I'd add a little grated celery root to the salad, just to add a little crunch and a little bit of a different texture to break up the lentils. One plant would favor the bulb formation, or it's not a bulb, but the root formation, and one plant favors the stalk formation. But yes, basically it is a celery with an overgrown bottom. So we cut off the top, and then you cut off the bottom. Now there's lots of little rooty things. You want to try to really flatten it out. So you take a look. Okay, I kind of got rid of those rooty things. Then working your way around, I'm working with a large knife. You may not work with quite as large a knife as I do, but you do want a pretty sturdy knife. You're kind of curving around exactly the same way you'd peel an orange if you were trying to do fancy orange slices too, actually. Just a different medium. Its color will not last long if you leave it raw and untreated. So you need to get some acid on it after, if you're not mixing it right into the salad. So often I'll just squeeze a little lemon juice on it to keep it looking nice and pale white. Now, I'm a big fan of grating recently. It's so easy to wash a box grater.
Wow, that's a nice amount. It looks nice with the sort of the khaki green lentils.
That was one of my thoughts, was that it just visually it gives you a little more interest, and you're not looking at this big brown pile.
Could you add a grated carrot instead of a celery?
Of course, that would be lovely, and that would also give a little sweetness. Both of these give, in addition to a little bit of crunch, they give a little bit of sweetness.
They're in season for us in the winter. This could be good anytime.
Oh, I think that tastes nice. It's going to taste even better in an hour, but it tastes good now too.